Right! Let's decipher the formula we found.
Do we even know anyone who can read the blasted thing? I love a good...
Actually, Grease's notebook mentioned a Rella in the margins. Seems like he had it in mind.
Rella. The girl they...
Saint Rella. After the attack on His Highness, we sent for the kingdom's best healer. It was she who answered.
Hold on, the best healer in the kingdom? That attack was over...
Rella was a prodigal talent. One of the most gifted at the Mage Academy. Even as a child... Wait, you know her? I'm afraid she's a bit out of our reach now, though. She left a while ago to return to her work.
Well, a trip to the royal capital would hardly put... No, really, it's dashed convenient.
There are some conditions, but we could travel in...
Well, no sense waiting. Right. All yours.
You actually did it! Wait, how did you do that?
Don't shout in the streets, would you?
How can I not? Do you know how—
Hey, look! Isn't that the songstress?
It is! It's the Lady Tuna! Oh, hell.
The price of fame. If word gets out that
Rella works at the church on Main Street.
you know your way around, eh?
Wait, this Rella's a world-class healer.
Is that uncommon?
Igniters are not known for their use in healing. Indeed, 'tis a virtually impossible feat.
If she turned down that prestige in the name of helping the common folk.
Come on, let's hurry on.
What do you make of all this, Captain? If we ask her to decipher the curse, we risk exposing our identities and our aims.
We'll just have to trust her.
You're right. And if it's misplaced?
If you say so, then let's get on.
Let's hurry.
Whatever.
I can't believe
What am I gonna do?
I can't believe they painted. Close your eyes.
Let's go.
Oh, God.
Terribly sorry. Putting some elixirs away. Be with you in a moment. Hello, how can I help you? Juna!
Long time no see. Sorry.
And you.
Right. Now that you all know each other's names, Rella is my older sister. Adopted sister, that is. Her family took me in.
It's been forever, Juna.
I understand. You were attending to Sanctifex Forden in Tilbrile Haven.
Ugh, social climbing. Glad to make your acquaintance. I am Rella Cygnus.
Actually, there's something we'd like you to look at.
Where did you get this?
I know it's asking a lot, but
I've seen something like this before.
I suppose that stands to reason.
Pardon the late introduction. I am Hulkenberg, a Knight of the Crown.
Hold on!
The death of His Highness was a tragedy, one I would see repaid in full.
Then surely the man who penned this was Luis.
Look, what happened at the exhibition? We were trying to get close.
The Lady Joanna's penitence was sincere. To hear her, I thought it must be so.
oh, Rella.
But I'm a bit relieved. I heard I see now I needn't have given it a second thought.
Of course. I am Joanna's Cygnus, and my life is—
Yes, your life is your own. I suppose this is another dramatic and risky gesture? Like when you ran—
No! Well, sort of. Maybe, yes, but—
I've looked over the formula. From what I can tell, the trouble is, while most curses simply consume the magic released in the
So as long as Luis lives, it doesn't matter where his victims run and—
But I'm afraid even if His Highness still lived, this formula isn't complete. It's a mere outline, clear.
What? Then...
I'm sorry I couldn't be of any help.
No, you've done plenty. Especially since we're the ones who sprang this on you.
Pardon me, young man. May I say one last thing? You're a friend of hers, aren't you? Please, keep Juna safe.
Of course. I'll do what I can.
Thank you. She can be reckless sometimes. I'll be here for the foreseeable future.
The curse is impossible to break?
Did I miss a funeral?
What do we do now?
The only way left is to take down Luis himself.
The impossibility of that is precisely what led us here, Stroll. And now...
Plenty of assassins have come for Luis, but the king's magic...
Even if we could fight him properly, do we stand a chance?
This might be the end.
Still, we have to stop. The royal magic's not an absolute shield. It cost Gladel his life.
For now, he told us to wait until the race's next task is announced.
Then we'll have to do just that.
I'm Well, I must say I'm impressed.
Yes, as much as they grumble about...
Apologies. 'Tis hardly accommodation worthy of a diva.
At the very least, I'll be happy with a bath.
Right this way, milady.
Well, no point getting reckless now. By the way, what...
Thinking, mostly. Been having a good old pond. Always been my dream to... Then in you come with this teleportation. A long while back, I did a flight experiment to prove... I was still in bed, midway through my convalescence when...
I didn't know.
Between us, old boy, my flight theory's complete. But ever since that accident, I suppose you and the rest of our merry band are risky. The way I see it, your teleportation could... It'll take time, no doubt, but
So?
Sure.
Good night. Oh, good. What's the matter?
Can't sleep?
Well, that is rather the problem. Once we're back tomorrow, I'll sneak even if he suspected us, he'd never work out that we got to the cap. You know, I'm a bit surprised. I thought I was fine doing all that infiltrate, finally having others who know the truth. And you personally saved me from danger back there. You're lucky, really. I'll have you know I'm rare. That's the forbidden text you mentioned in Luis's room, is it? What's it like? The prevailing culture of the world is one of freedom in all. No faith, fealty, or philosophy this culture's influence spreads throughout the... How inspiring. I wonder what the world would be like if we Nydia. Everyone told us we were inherently worthless. This form. It's all just... Or not. No, I don't think it's necessarily a good idea to reveal yourself entirely. But you should always have if these new powers are to give form to my idea, I'll make sure everyone hears that in my...
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now, prepare to hear the race's net to recap. The 20 candidates with the current highest approval on... I'd say the results of the exhibition are sure to have... In first place, the undisputed and the traitor Luis in second, despite not actually...
In the end, everyone but Luis is just representing...
What's your point? I dare say that's a relief.
Ha! Normalcy. Funny how it's only the rich who miss out things used.
Yes, we're all keeping our ears out for a response from Luis, the lad responsible for exposing the sins of the sanctuary.
Right! Wasn't expecting that one. Nameless the...
Oi! Crier man! Where's the...
Who? Oh, right, that Gladell or something. No...
So it really was all talk then? It's a scrape.
But the boy candidate isn't the only one in the spotlight. Some big ideas, that girl. I hear she plans to put a
And what's wrong with that? If they're sitting on most of the kingdom's money, they...
Now, here's a surprise. We've got a Mastari candidate.
A pagan island, eh? But they're filthy barbarians.
The final roundup's actually looking pretty And that's the bell! Thank you for waiting, ladies and... First of all, congratulations to the 20 who have won their places on the King's Rock! You are now officially the winners of the first round! Let's give them a hand!
No sign of Luis. Even if he does plan to take over.
I haven't seen Juna this morning either.
I heard some nobles say she had a job suddenly come up.
Now, at long last, we... Recovering and offering a divine relic!
What? A relic?
Don't worry, we're happy to explain everything. To tell us more, please welcome to the stage our guide, our songstress, the lovely Lady Juna!
Her sudden obligation revealed, I suppose.
Chosen heroes! Your next destination is Altaberry Heights, the capital of the Principality of Montario. You are to gather there by the deadline, with a divine relic in hand to offer the Sanctus Church. Tragically, there are still heathens in this land who choose. They cling to strange idols, calling them divine relics. It is time we put an end to this misguided witchery. Please deliver them to their rightful place. May all our aspiring heroes be blessed with good...
What a real presence before a crowd of...
By the deadline of the second round, Altabury will begin the festivities for the... This two-day event kicks off on Saints' Day Eve with the main... And this year's event will be historic. To celebrate, the songstress Juna will be dedicating a... Now, ladies and gentlemen...
They're unabashedly ordering them to steal relics from pagan land now. That's plunder!
That candidate's a Mustari. Small wonder he's so aghast. Forden's stoop.
What do you mean?
By and large, the Mustari are a pagan people. Their relics are...
But in our case, we won't even know what we're doing until Luis gives the order.
Either way, we're bound for Altabury.
Oh, my shoulder hurts. I don't care if it's the Crown Theocracy.
Still managed to put on a hell of a show for him. Lady Juna, Count Luis has sent for you.
Looks like our first job's come in. These men have me running all over. We're back, Lord Luis.
Funny, isn't it? Since the Gladel incident, you've been inseparable from this gang.
Well, one has to keep one's chauffeur in line, don't you think?
Hey, heard you got a gig at the Sanctus Festival. Good on ya!
Thanks. Though I don't know if it's worth celebrating. Seems to me it's to keep Lord Luis in check. Putting me on stage the whole time.
And if we try anything, they'll use it as an excuse to blacklist you. Just the...
You need fear nothing. It is for that he seeks the divine relics is common knowledge. But who would simply give up an idol on... The king's magic ruined his schemes. You humiliated him in the public eye. And in one desperate final... Forden's game will soon end. Let us at least give him the finale.
What are you planning to do?
What? Do you need to hear it
And what of the king's magic?
You'll see soon enough. Your task is to obtain a certain divine relic on my behalf.
Draco Dios. The Draco
Suffice to say, the lore behind this particular relic
Pretty high stakes, my lord. You sure you want this crop?
Rest assured, my other agents have their own relics I've assigned them to pursue.
I'll go along and keep an eye on them, shall I? You can bet that if they try and run...
You certainly are attached to them, aren't you?
Well, it's their first formal assignment in your service.
So be it then. You may...
So, my lord, where can we find this fancy lance?
Find your clues elsewhere. You have nothing further from me. May we both find success in the pursuit of...
All right.
Oi there!